it?
I'm Greg Max. This is my experimental system design patch, Nintendo Wii controller effect sampler. You load in your sample with the read option and select your sample, and it brings it up in the window. That's all you need to use the mouse for. Then you turn on the audio with the home button. There it is. And then you start the sample with 1 and 2 start and stop. And it's basically, the main section is the disconnection router, which allows me to control 2 things with the pitch and roll, 2 for each. You turn on the delay and feedback with up and down, which allows you to get the sample feedback, and the delay controls the amount of the feedback. It doesn't do delay until you bring in the modulation, which bring up the modulation, and that brings the flange section into play as well, which is controlled with left and right. Still needs a delay in there. Stop it there. So basically, the main sections are the flange and the feedback. The delay, the way it's hooked up isn't the way I wanted it, but the delay controls the feedback and the modulation controls the delay, which makes it a bit less flexible than I was hoping for. The disconnection router is so that when the sample's playing, you can stop, when it's on option 1, A and B will stop the delay, so it sets it when you find something you like, and you change to option 2, and it will do the same with the flange for the depth and frequency. The modulation, when you set it to 0, is when you can hear the feedback. You can't hear that unless the modulation is set to 0, which is another fault of the system, unfortunately. But yeah, the main problem that I had was getting the pitch and roll to do 2 different aspects of the synth, which is in my patch page. This whole section is just to make it so that they can control 2 sliders each. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I used the music controller to get the Wii controller into MSP, made by Dave BV. Yeah, so it's not as flexible as I'd like, but you can still get some pretty good sounds out of it. The only problem is you can't reset anything, so you have to just sort of play around until you find something you like. It takes some getting used to. Most of the time it's a little bit messy, but it's quite